loves, and welcome to Christmas with Bree. This is volume 9 in our series. Today we are going to be working on our fireplace mantle. Most of you know that this is my first holiday with decorating my fireplace mantle, and I am so excited. So let's get started. Okay, everyone, let me show you what I've done. There used to be an artwork right there on the fireplace wall, but I took that down and replaced it with a beautiful beveled mirror. I thought the mirror would look nice there because I have a lot of mirror accents in my family room and in my Christmas decor, and I thought that that would look better than the black and white portrait. You can see I've already added the garland. I can get you closer so you can see what I've done. Okay, so what I've done, I did a different kind of pattern here. I went halfway on the mantle and let it drape down on the sides here, and I used command hooks to hook it to the fireplace wall and also hook it to the side of the fireplace wall so it can hug snugly to the mantle and to the side wall here. Then I thought it would be fun to continue that same garland but put it right snug up against the bottom of the mantle so it looked like it's a continued piece coming through the mantle and then come out this way and swag, a small little swag over there on the left hand side. So I thought that would be very cute, and also it is different. You know how I like to decorate outside the box, people. So if you've been with me for a while, this is nothing new to you. So this is already up here. So now what I'm going to do, I have some lights, but it would be kind of difficult to run the lights. Nonetheless, I get 2 sets of lights and run it from here and they go down this way. And then another set and run it from there and go down that way. I'm not sure I want to do that. So what I think I'm going to do is use the battery operated lights instead, or don't do any lights at all. So I haven't made that decision. So we're going to do that as the next step. Okay, so here is my light bin. Most of you have seen my organized October bin and my Open Me First bin, and this is part of that bin. So if you're interested in how I organize my items that I need first before I start decorating or while I decorate, I will link that video in the iCard above. So here we have 20 count lights. We're going to see will these do the trick. And these are our battery operated lights here. They need C batteries, and they need about 3 C batteries a piece, which is interesting. And I don't know if I have 9 batteries. So we're going to see if this is going to work first. So let's string some lights. So the first thing we want to do is make sure our lights work before we string anything. So I'm going to plug them up here, and they work. That one worked. And we have 2 working lights. Okay, so just placing these lights up here just to see, because I have a funny feeling this is going to be too short. So I'm going to place these up here just to see how long that it will be. Yeah, it looks like it would be too short. It won't go all the way down to this side. Okay, it stops right at the end of the mantle. Okay, so I decided just to get some batteries and use these LED lights that I like. And this way I don't have to worry about plugging anything in. Just have to switch this on and off. Unfortunately, it's not on a remote. So we're going to go ahead and string these up there. And then once we get them all strung up, we will start decorating.
Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies, with angelic hosts proclaim. His glory by. Born that man no more may die. Born to raise the sons of earth.
Now we have our lights up and they're on, and I strategically placed the battery compartment in areas where you can't see it, except for right over there, but that's going to be covered in decor, so you shouldn't be able to see that. So now I have this gorgeous ribbon. I purchased this from Amazon by the yard. It's about 25 yards, and it cost me about, I think it was $25 or so. But it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful green ribbon. I ran out of the ribbon with the wire, but this is without the wire. So this will work just as well, just not as pliable, but we're gonna make it work. But it is beautiful. It's velvet, emerald green, a gorgeous ribbon, and you see how thick it is. And it's about an inch and a half. The other ribbon was about 2 inches. Well, no, this might be 2 inches. Or maybe a little shorter than 2 inches, about an inch and a quarter, 3/4. But we shall see how this looks. I think it's going to look great. Okay, so I cut my ribbon into 5 2-feet strips, and we're going to install.
Sing glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild. God and sinners reconciled. Joyful all ye nations rise. Join the triumph of the skies with angelic.
Okay, so what I decided to do is go ahead and combine that black ribbon with the green ribbon because it pops against the floss garland. So, I mean, floss. It pops against the flocked garland, excuse me. And so I decided to go ahead and use it. I have a little trick I want to show you guys. Now, most of you are familiar with these little green hooks here. They are the hooks, I'm sorry, too close. These little green hooks, they are the hooks for your ornaments. Well, I don't just use them for ornaments because they're so pliable. And I love using them because they're just wire basically, but they have that green coating on it. And what I do is just straighten it out into a straight line like this. And it becomes a tie, a wire tie that I'm able to use to gather my ribbon around the garland. And the reason I'm doing it this way because the green ribbon doesn't have wire in it. So for it to look professional and look nice, you want to gather it to have very nice loops. So for example, this section right here is just tucked in there. I did a lot of that, just tuck it in the garland so I can go back and use these little ties here that I straighten out from hooks and tie it in here. So I just find a branch behind it and just gather. I make sure that the ribbon is straight. Gather the bottom of it against the branch. Take my plastic tie and just squeeze it around, wrap it and squeeze it around. You don't have to twist it or nothing, just bend it until it's tied against that branch and it won't come loose. And it keeps that little gather at the bottom here so your loops will be nice and formed. So another thing I wanted to show you, I also included a lot of these flags in the garland, just like I did in the tree. I tried to mimic the same kind of design I have in a tree. So these are flags that I have hanging over the mantle. So I'm going to cut this one a little shorter. And then I'm going to make my tails And it just make it finish. You know, it looks very professional and it finished. You can see it from here. I just like that. These nice little flags just hanging off the garland and off the mantle. We got a few here and another over that way. And it just give you nice eye candy, basically. That one, and then as you come down, we have one there. Okay? Now, normally when I do flags like that, there's normally a point of interest there, but we don't have that many point of interest to stick in there. But we do have a couple that we're going to apply in there, and then one at the end there, and I have one more. Okay, so we have these gorgeous branches, these frosted branches. If you remember, if you see my video of me decorating my tree, I had some frosted branches that I stuck in the tree. They wasn't exactly like this, but almost. They were shorter. If you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and link that in the iCard above. But these are the branches that's going to go on the mantle. I love them. They're nice and long, so they can lay nicely on the mantle. They look like frosted branches. So we're going to go ahead and insert these in different areas of the garland.
Proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Okay guys, here's where we are. We have the ribbon installed, we have our ice branches installed, and a point of interest. These beautiful, beautiful poinsettia flowers. These are the same flowers that's on my tree. So I just love them here on the mantle. As you can see, there's one there, and as you come down and follow it, the bottom garland, there's one at the end. I have one left, and this is where I'm thinking I want to put it to make a fuller flower arrangement here. But I want it tilt up a little bit more to kind of build it up a little bit. And if I decide to put something over in that corner, like a bow or something, I will do that. But I think I like it here. So we're going to continue. I'm going to add some bows to either that corner, and I know I'm going to add some bows down at the end here. And then we're going to start putting in our ornaments. Okay, so we have a sloppy bow up here, and we're getting ready to put another one at the end. You can see the tails are semi-long. So now going down to the end here, these are the tails at the end of the garland, and here's my other sloppy bow. So basically what I did, I just took a long piece of ribbon and tied it into the garland, and then I took two pieces of ribbon about 2 feet. One is 2 feet, one is 2.5, and I made 2 loops and glued them together, and then made a strip for the knot. And I put wire here, and now it's kind of saggy and sloppy like that. And so this is going to hang. Take these 2 pieces of wire and tie it into this stem. Now, our sloppy bow. More of a tailored sloppy bow. So I'm going to take it off the tripod so you can get a closer look, and then we'll move on to the ornaments.
Hail the Prince of Peace. Hail the Son of Righteousness, light and life to all he brings, risen with healing in his wings.
So here's our ornaments. We have a bin full. Hopefully this will cover as much as we can on the garland, but this is what we have left, guys, that didn't get used by the tree. Okay, so I divide the ornaments into 3 sets because we have 3 areas on the mantle to cover, and I didn't want more ornaments on one side than the other. So I divided them up, and now we're going to install and then see where we are. If there's too many holes, then we probably need to find more ornaments to install. So let's just start with these and see where we end. So we begin with the black ornaments because we have plenty. So we put those in there as evenly spaced as we can, leaving enough room for the other ornaments that we are going to add. And I tried to keep it as flush to the garland as I can so it won't stick out so much. I want it all to be together. Then we put in the white ornaments, and now we have that in there. And now the only thing we have left is our specialty ornaments. Okay, so we finished adding our base ornaments just like we did at the tree. They're black and white plain ornaments. Those are our base ornaments. So we're done with our base ornaments. Now we're going to put in our specialty ornaments, which is the shiny ornaments, just like we did on the tree. These are shiny night ornaments, and we have a few of those.
Healing in his wings, mild he lays his glory by, born that man no more may die, born to raise the sons of earth, born to give them second birth. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
Okay, guys, I'm looking at these. You all know what these are, my infamous crystal branches, right? So these are a bit long, so I can't actually tuck them in these swags here on the side because the stems are so short. Now, I did tuck in little small ones like this, but I don't even think that's really worth it because you can see them, but they only can put so many in here. We'll see how that will work. But what I was thinking about doing is taking the bigger branches like these and tuck them down at the ends, which I think is nice. So I don't want to cover up the bow too much. So I'm just tucking them in right now to see how they look. And then I will go ahead and tie them in. Okay, everybody, I done put all the little crystal sprigs in, and you can tell the difference. It changes the shape of the garland. It makes it fuller, and it also gives them more character. As you can see, I put a little bit down here at the tails. I also stuck some into the garland, going in an upward motion so it looks sloped. And then we have something on the side, even in the inside of the garland. As you come out, you can see little sprigs here and little sprigs there. And I just sporadically put them in where I thought they would look nice, and they would bring in a little bit more character, a little bit more eye candy. And as we go up, you can see in the back, I stuck some there. And throughout the garland, you can tell the difference. That green sparkle really adds to it, and I love the look of it, especially down here in this swag here. You can really tell the difference. Okay, so I've put the final touches, and that is these beautiful cones that is our another beautiful eye-catching piece of accessory that looks so gorgeous here. It is the star of the garland, I guess you could say, and these crystal branches. I intertwined some of those green branches in there so they wouldn't look so cold. When I put those green sparkly branches in there, it really fills them out, give them some color, and you can really see that sparkle coming through those beautiful green branches. So I'm going to step back and let you get a nice overview. I hope you receive some great ideas how to decorate your mantle this Christmas season, and I also hope you enjoyed Christmas with withBRE series. This is video 9. And also don't forget to check out my Christmas collaboration, A Christmas Holiday Mix with withBRE, and that with Kenya, Kimberly, and Awani on Friday at 3 p.m. So we coming up on the last week of that. Also, guys, Christmas is just around the corner. I hope you're ready. I'll see you soon. Happy holidays and smooches.
Hark the herald angels sing.